I'm Brock Thresher at the show with the Rock Rocks. Here we are with Sirens and Sellers.
What's up, guys?
Now, everyone here, who in the band? What do you play?
My name is Doug and I play drums.
My name is Kyle and I scream into a microphone.
Steve and I play bass.
Now, tell us what's Sirens and Sellers all about and how did it come to play here in the Rochester music community?
Well, our band started kind of as a side project, just for fun after our other bands like practices. So like the band I was in at the time, we were called Runoff, and we would practice, and afterwards, Todd, our guitarist, would come down. He lived close by to where we practiced, and we just jam with me, him, and our drummer at the time, and we just did it for fun. And we would just play kind of like cover songs in his basement. And then we started to write original songs. And then eventually we got our offer for our first show, which was at Steel Music Hall, which doesn't exist anymore.
Rest in peace.
Yes, I missed that place, to be honest. With Walls of Jericho and Bury Your Dead. That was our first show ever.
Remember that show?
And yeah, it was like an addiction after that. It's like, man, it feels right to be in this band, to be doing this. So it just grew from there. We played more shows, as many shows as we could. And now we're touring the country and other countries. So it's definitely been a wild ride.
Now, a typical tour, what is a typical tour here in America versus over there in Europe? Because I believe you guys did your first tour over Europe?
We did our first European tour this year. Different, obviously language barriers, stuff like that.
The biggest difference that I see is in Europe, the people in the crowd are much more about enjoying the music. It's not really even who's on stage. They are just there to have a good time. The atmosphere is very
positive.
Very, very positive. Here you might get some shows where kids just, I don't know why they even go to the show. They'll stand in the back literally the entire show with their arms crossed. It's like, you paid to get in, who are you even here to see? In Europe, it doesn't matter. Opening band, it's getting wild. Closing band, it's getting wild. It's very positive over there, which is awesome.
Yeah, it's a different experience. Obviously, money and all that stuff is completely different. It was really expensive for us to tour over there. I love touring the U.S. There is obviously no place like it. That's why a lot of bands from overseas come here. It's like the creme de la creme of places to tour. We're very spoiled in the U.S. We get almost every tour, almost every good band comes over here. But you know, in Europe they don't see as many bands so often. It's more like those bands play festivals maybe once or twice a year.
And I think that's why it's so positive, because they don't take it for granted. There's not as many shows that are going on over there, so when there is one, they're trying to have a good time.
Now, that being said, how are like merch sales? Because I hear like American bands, once they go over to Europe, they sell right out of their stuff.
We did really well. We were actually told the opposite. We were warned that our shirts probably wouldn't sell, but our music would. But I don't know, it just went really well. I mean, of course we had some really crappy shows. We were over there for the first time and we were headlining. We were there for a month and a half, and you know, we had some really terrible shows, but we had some really amazing shows as well.
Well, we heard about the peanut butter and jelly.
Yes.
Inducted into
of course.
European culture.
Yeah.
I thought it was everywhere in the world.
Apparently not.
Peanut butter jelly time.
Before they even tasted it, they were assuming it was disgusting. They were, you know.
Which is crazy because we love it here.
If I could eat 3 a day, I would.
Well, what they think about chocolate and peanut butter then? Even though like
I
that.
know. It's crazy.
Now,
They were so excited about it. They really were so excited.
Next thing you know, they all bought loaves of bread and peanut butter and jelly, and that's what they were eating.
all right, these guys can be blamed for Europe becoming fatter. Thank you, Sirens and Sellers in Europe. Now, what's up and coming for Sirens and Sellers? What can we get excited about?
Well, we're doing a lot of writing now. We just started to write our new album. We're just kind of getting into it. We leave Tuesday, which today's December 13th, so we leave December 16th.
Yep.
16th
So buy their merch.
We leave for a short run with Texas in July in Vanna. It's this little holiday run of the Northeast, which we're really excited about because they're both amazing bands. Then after that, we get home and it's right as much as we can. And then we're supposed to go to the studio in March. And we have a whole bunch of stuff planned for March. So we're gonna do a little tour in March to lead us up to the studio. We've announced one of those shows. It's called South by So What. It's in Texas, which is a huge kind of like a metal. It's in the middle of like a minor league baseball park, basically, which we're really excited about. We've died to play this show for so long. We finally get the opportunity to. And you know, so we're doing a short tour there, and from there we go to the studio directly. So
sweet, good things come up. Tell us about tonight's show. What it's all about? How'd you guys come up with the idea? Tell us about the show tonight.
Well, the weird thing is that we have been planning that we wanted to throw a free show in Rochester for a while, just as our gratitude to Rochester and like just to say thank you to the people that have supported us here nonstop. I mean, this is our favorite place in the world. So it's like. So before we even got to bring that idea to life, we were approached by Water Street to put on a free show. So we're like, what? I mean, that's meant to be. So it's not free for everybody, obviously, but you know, 21 and up, and it's free for them. You get what you can get, you know what I mean? So I'm just happy that we can get anybody in for free. It's rare that a venue approaches you and says, hey, let's put on a free show. So we were absolutely stoked about it, and I can't wait to play. I think this is our second show here this year.
Yeah.
Second or third. Maybe it's our third. I think it's our third.
Montage last time, right?
Yeah, we played Montage, so this is our third show in Rochester this year. The last time we played Rochester was here at Water Street.
Now, make sure you check these guys out. We're going to have live footage of them tonight. Everyone's going to go crazy. Sirens and Sailors, Rochester, New York.
Thank you very much, guys.